package delivered to me that was for my neighbor. And
well, I think you're always happy if there's a package showing up, right?
It was a very large package, and it was a very heavy package. So when I went to the store, I tossed it in my car, and I walked it over to him, and I knocked on the door, and he didn't answer. And I was like standing outside in the rain and the cold, and I did like a, shave and a haircut, and he didn't answer. And I was very cold and wet.
With a package.
So I just left it. Who doesn't answer shave and a haircut knock?
I don't know. Maybe he's dead.
He might be dead because his car hasn't moved.
There's a whole bunch of mail piled up.
Yeah. No, the car hasn't moved. No one's cleaned it off. If it didn't rain, the snow would still be on it. So
maybe he's dead.
He might be. He was very old.
Do you suspect foul play?
No, I suspect that he had a heart attack and died.
Well, if he saw you, he would have a heart attack. Breasts.
Yeah.
Heart attack.
Well, before we get into it, you've actually met some people and you've gone on some dates.
Yeah, I have actually. I have met some people.
Do you prefer that to the online dating, or?
I'm not doing any online dating, and it feels better I do better in person just because I'm not traditionally handsome.
I think you are.
Aw.
I know.
Aw.
You're very handsome.
Like I'm handsome like a villain in a movie. Like,
yeah, you've got the
I got like the
dark eyes,
the evil villain vibe, and
yes.
And then the other thing too is about like I think the hardest part for everyone in online dating, not just men, is the lack of acknowledgement of if you're even getting through.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
You send someone a message and you don't hear back, and it's like you have no idea what's going on. But when you meet someone in person and you ask for a number or ask them out, you know right away where it's going to go.
Exactly. And there's attraction right away too. You don't have to worry about if there's going to be the same amount of attraction in person when you finally meet them, and then everything's going to feel.
Yeah, there's no filters. There's no BSing. Yeah, I have been on a tear. And it really comes down to I just don't want to get caught up in the thing guys do so often. And maybe not all guys, but me as a guy. And I know a lot of other guys that I'm friends with. Like the fear of rejection, and also just like you're like, well, what if she's not interested? What if she wants nothing to do with me? What if this, that, everything else?
But guys are used to that. I feel like guys are used to just shooting their shot and...
Well, yeah, but it takes a lot of gumption or a lot of drinks. But today, when I spoke to a young lady, young being the operative word there, I was not intoxicated or anything. It was I was just out and about and just going for it. And this does go into what we wanted to talk about with the pickup lines.
Yes.
Which first thing out of the gate that I wanted to talk with you about is, do you think the era of pickup lines is over now with online dating and such?
Well, there's... Pickup lines in person, you mean?
It's changed a lot.
I mean, a
lot of
well-deserved intro
yeah.
on a dating app.
Because that's really what they are. It's a way to break the ice and move past the uncomfortableness of not knowing someone well enough to start a conversation with them.
And I love a good opening pickup line that is 100% cheese. That's what I want. I want to know, that's going to give you a hint into their sense of humor. You
love cheese so much that even your pickup lines you want to be 100% American grade cheese.
No, I want French cheese. I want it to be really stinky. I
was online and I grabbed some different pickup lines and we can talk about it. But coming from the scene that we come from, aging goth elders that we are, the joke was always nice boots. Do you want to fuck?
Yeah.
And then that morphed into nice boots. Do you want to have a committed relationship? But the classics never go out of style because the line I used this afternoon was about the young girl's boots.
I mean, you can never go wrong with complimenting someone's clothing, a lady's shoes. But I mean, especially a goth girl's boots, that she takes pride.
Oh yeah, and of course it probably cost her, much like a wedding ring used to cost 3 months' salary.
Right, you just save up for you. She's been eyeing those for 6 months,
and she was very receptive to it.
And it also shows that you're actually paying attention to more than just her tits. So
they were fantastic too,
but you did not open.
No, I did not open. But that's the thing too with pickup lines is I think it's also something where a beautiful girl or even a pretty girl knows she's beautiful or pretty. She doesn't want to hear you say you're like, wow, you're pretty.
No, because even a non-conventionally attractive girl is sick of someone telling her she's pretty. No one wants to hear it.
I know. No one wants to hear it.
Because she's either heard it a million times before and she knows it, or she's heard it a million times before and she assumes that you're full of shit.
Well,
either way,
as a man, we are completely full of shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I have brown eyes. And that's why when a young lady's like, wow, you have beautiful eyes, I'm like, well, they're brown because I'm full of shit. But here we go. I got, I think I'll start first with the classy, what's listed as the best pickup lines by womansday.com.
Oh, these are
womansday.com.
Okay.
This is their best pickup lines. And you can tell me if these would work on you. So pretend we're in a
online or in person.
This is in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, in person rarely.
Are you just automatically like in person, like a pickup line's not going to do it?
Let me hear him because
okay.
in person the bar is way higher.
Well, what about that like Boy Scout guy or whatever he was?
Boy Scout.
The younger guy at Cavs, with the making out and the da-da-da. What, did he have a lot? Oh, I know, there's so many. Like, which one? Okay, never mind. Let's just go in.
The one with the bulging muscles.
Yeah, the bulging muscle guy. Was that like his line? Was he just like flexed?
No, we were
like, here we go.
There was a really cute dog, and he told me about his hamster.
Yeah, we already know that you were there. Sorry, cute dog.
Rude.
Yeah.
Rude.
So he talked about his hamster.
He talked about his hamster, and it was like Sir Fluffy Bottom or something adorable.
Oh, yeah. Sir Fluffy Bottom. Okay,
yeah.
I remember this now. It's coming back to me.
Yeah.
And that's not a pickup line? Do you think he pulls that out often?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I pull out my hamster quite often.
I bet you do.
But no, here we go. So we're in a bar. You're drinking.
All right.
You're the cute dog. And I'm going to be wearing a leisure suit. And I'm going to come up to you. Here I am. I'm walking up. Do you have a name? Or can I just call you mine?
Before you even... Because that requires a pause. And if someone said, do you have a name? I'd be like, no, I don't.
Well, this ties
in. It would just like...
Well, this ties in very much to what I was reading on knowledgeformen.com about pickup lines, where the shocking secret of making any pickup line work really has nothing to do about the pickup line, but it's how it's delivered. It's all in the delivery.
Absolutely.
It's about the energy and the intention behind the interaction, not specifically the words or the phrases used. But
That's fair.
I think when you get the two of them together, I think that's where the magic happens.
Also, I think everyone knows that it doesn't matter what you say if you're really unattractive.
So you're just telling me I'm doomed.
You're doomed. You're yeah.
Well, I wish I was off. That's not that's not what you do. It's all in how you do it. Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. Moseying on over. You owe me a drink because when I saw you, I dropped mine.
All right, that's cute.
People can't see this, but I'm like bobbing my head.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
That doesn't help?
No.
So, what'd you say, a 2 for that one?
That's a 3.
Ooh, a 3.
That's a 3.
Okay,
I give that
gentlemen
a 3.
out there, remember that one. Okay, here's number 3. And these are supposed to be good ones, like women approved. Okay. Like I'm going to move on in a second to cheesy and then just all out, just no. Ones you should never use. But,
okay.
This is the last like good one I'm going to use, and you'll let me know. Which I like this one. This one is something that if I didn't use the punchline for it, I would use the lead line. Want to go outside for some fresh air? Because you took my breath away.
No. Nope.
Nothing?
Nope. That's a 2. That's a 2.
Like how that one starts, because especially if you're in a club or something and it's loud.
Yeah. Want to go out and get some fresh air?
Yeah.
I'd love to get to know you.
But when does that ever help? Like just coming out. Okay, here we go. Are your parents bakers? Because you're a cutie pie. We're getting into cheese land now.
See, this is...
So 1 to 5?
These are ones that I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying humor is much more interesting to you.
Yeah, if you're going to deliver a pickup line, it better be funny, because I think that's the point of pickup lines.
Yeah, well, they're always been looked at as sort of like a cliched sort of awful thing.
So like if you're going to do it, it needs
Don't be scared of the cheese.
Don't be scared of the
cheese. No
cheese.
matter how bad the cheese smells.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Well, I'm here. What are your other 2 wishes?
It's cute, but I think that a drunk person might not understand.
Okay. Yeah.
Use it at the beginning of the night.
So sober only.
Yes.
Okay, here we go into cutesy pickup lines.
Okay.
I've been told I'm good with numbers. How about you give me yours?
Yeah.
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 No?
No.
I might be asking the wrong person. Like,
You.
like I know you're Don't be ridiculous. Like, you are as ridiculous as I am, and we both, seem to fall on that side. But
Well, I think that's why, is because a pickup line kind of gives you a little insight into someone's humor.
Yeah.
So if they're trying to make me laugh and like they're giving me their best pickup line, and I just kind of then
yeah,
I want to hear like dark humor pickup lines.
Oh yeah,
that's what I want.
Like real dark, creepy.
Yeah.
How about, was your mother a beaver? 'Cause damn.
Okay, so I've heard that one before, but it still makes me chuckle every time. So yes.
And this is in the do not use under any circumstance pickup lines. This is from BuzzFeed.com saying do not use these.
All right, read me all the do not use these, because I bet all of these are ones that I'd be like, yes, please.
If I make a spicy joke, will you let me cumin you?
Yeah,
I like that one.
I like that one.
But a lot of people, if they don't spend time in a kitchen, might not get that one. How about this? Do you work at Subway? 'Cause you just gave me a foot long.
Okay, no, not that.
You don't like that one? Oh, okay. You're so hot, my zipper is falling for you. Is that a 3?
That's a 3.
Is that a 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't take the guy seriously.
This next one is my favorite one.
Oh, good. Okay.
This one, I'm probably going to use this one. So I'm sorry for any ladies that might be in Rochester in the next few weeks, because you're probably going to hear this from me, and I'm just going to apologize now to all of you. Are you a haunted house? Because I'm going to scream when I'm in you.
Yes.
Which is, it works.
It does work.
It works on many levels.
It does.
It's like a spooky person one, and then like I'm known to be loud, so it's sort of.
Are you known to be loud?
Well, I've had comments. Usually from the neighbors, angry letters. No, but I
like,
didn't.
where are you being loud that it is now known that you were loud?
No, it's just like lovers telling me.
Okay.
Because I guess guys are quiet, which I don't know how they do that.
I hear the same thing. That I'm really vocal and very active.
Yeah. And
I don't know what these other women are doing in the bedroom, because I feel like I'm not doing cartwheels or anything. I feel like the bar is low for some reason.
Could be. This is from scarymommy.com, which I thought was a porn site I was going to. I was like, ooh, this is going to be great. I had my pants down and everything.
Like a goth mom?
No, it's actually just like a mom blog. It's not even like a goth mom blog. It's just, I don't know why they call it Scary Mommy, but it was not as advertised. Let's play Barbie. I'll be Ken, and you can be the box I come in. See? Terrible.
No, that is terrible.
And this one, much like the haunted house one, I think I'm going to use as well. Baby, are you a rare steak? Because I'd still eat you if you were bleeding. See, I got it. Like, people need to comment on this, because I don't know if I could, like, that's a winner right there.
No, because here's the thing. The guys that brag to you at first chance about how they love to eat pussy.
Well, how about the classic?
They're like.
So you're saying coming out of the gate, talking about your carpet eating ability is not the best.
Don't talk about that, because it's always those guys that are like the Tootsie Roll owl like
1,
2,
3. Oh, okay. This one is going to be the last one from Scary Mommy.
Okay.
But do you want to commit a sin for your next confessional?
I like that one.
You like that one?
It's a little
It's a little racy,
naughty,
but not like.
Plus, it's not like super explicit. It's just,
it's not like saying something about their poop shoot or something.
Yeah. Like I like things like hinting.
Suggestive.
Yes.
Yes. So these really didn't do it for you.
Again, it is about delivery, so
it is okay. So should guys just be like, "Hey, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah," and then it's you can go from there.
Yeah.
But could these also be used for the first message on dating app?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's trying to figure out the first thing to say to somebody when you don't want to do the normal
hey, how are you?
Which this does lead into our next conversation.
Yes.
Because a lot of times what I am sending or have sent in the past, the first message is I've looked at the pictures and I've looked for something in the background that could be a conversation starter.
Yeah. No, it is good.
Instead of talking about them.
To do something that's going to make you stand out. But I will say that for me, I can't speak for everyone else, but when I'm going through a ton of messages, it doesn't matter what you say. You can say hi or you can give me like a long something. It doesn't matter. Okay, not
okay, gentlemen, make sure you're giving her
me a long something.
Fill in the blanks. What will that long something be?
It doesn't matter what you say, and I don't mind blanket, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get the message, I'm going to look at your profile, and that's what's going to decide whether or not.
But with ladies that get lots and lots of messages, which you do get lots, but I'm just saying.
No, there are women who get.
Do they really spend the time?
I don't know. I'm not a hot girl, so I don't know what hot girls do.
We need to get a hot girl in
here.
Yeah.
And
find out. See if they actually read any of the messages.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. But that's the thing is you have to be able to cut
through
the static.
if you can cut through that, if you can find something interesting to say, absolutely do it. But sometimes people give you absolutely nothing to go off of.
Oh, that kills
which is
me.
a pain in the ass.
Like
you got to have
nothing.
something in your bio. Something. It's not like I hate the like I never know what to put on here.
I'll fill this out later.
I'm an open book. We'll fill out later.
Just ask me. That is the worst.
Just ask. Like ask you what?
That means
I don't know what to ask you. You need to tell me.
That is a red flag for me that just points to someone who's
lazy.
Not only lazy, but someone who's just coasted on their looks alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like, I'm just good looking enough.
You entertain me.
Yeah.
You ask me questions and I will
I'm
answer.
already the center of attention. You figure it out.
Yeah.
That's someone that can get by just on their profile pictures.
Yeah.
Which the last time I was on online dating, it was the Buffalo Bills were still playing. It was the beginning of the season was when I was still on these dating apps, and it was just the amount of ladies decked from head to toe in Buffalo Bills gear, and it was just no. It was automatic, just swipe left for me.
I get the same thing.
Just where it's like no, like I'm not into professional sports myself, but people are. But I think I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I think a lot of times when women are that into professional sports, it's really that they're not. It's that they're trying to put across a certain image to be like one of the guys.
Yeah.
I can hang out at the bar with you. I can, I'll watch the game with you. We'll go do this and do that.
A lot of guys are looking for that. Like I see in a lot of guys' profiles, like, I just want someone to enjoy the game with me. And it's like, I will drink with you. And
I don't want one of the guys. I want a woman. Like, if I wanted one of the guys, I'd be doing a lot better because guys love me.
They do.
But I do not want one of the guys. I want a gal.
You want a gal. Yeah.
I want a lady.
Oh, a lady. That's different.
Yes.
Do you want a lady?
I want a madam. I don't
that's a completely different.
Oh, that's a different thing. I was trying to think of like other synonyms. Like,
you could just say a woman.
no, but
Yeah.
so that was the one thing that I was just like, ugh. And I don't know if it's just because people are so passionate about that up here.
They're really passionate about it
But
up here, which it doesn't bother me. I feel like
It didn't bother me at first, but then it was just like every other swipe. And it was like, is this it? like here is your, like the one model you can pick from.
yeah, I mean, most people are, they grew up on it around here, so they're very. I don't know.
That's like my first pet peeve about photos. My second, which is like it happens more than you'd probably think,
Okay.
is girls that can't keep their toilet out of the profile pic.
Oh, because they're trying to get a full body pic
Or just trying
like
to
the
get
bathroom.
angles. And it's in the bathroom.
It's in the bathroom, and they're
the
trying to get a full
toilet
body
is
pic, and
there.
that's the only place that they have a full
And I can't
mirror.
I can't
Yeah.
do it. I can only see the toilet. And then I start noticing like how clean the toilet is. And I'm just like, like whether they have the roll, like whether the top of the roll is where the paper comes from, or is it from the bottom of the roll? Like,
So you can tell if they have cats that way.
that is a good indicator.
Yes.
Yeah. Or if they're just, the roll just sits on top of the toilet.
The sit on top of the.
And then you start looking to see what else is in the background. But yeah, they can't keep their toilets out of.
Guys aren't super bad at that. I feel like they get closer to the mirror, but what I do notice is a lot of dirty mirror.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dirty mirrors. Oof.
Oh, like clean the fucking mirror. Like if you're going to take a mirror selfie,
You got to do it.
just clean the goddamn mirror. Like,
Yeah.
clean the gunk
Anything
off
that's
of
going
the
to be
faucet.
aware of the surroundings,
Yeah,
because we're looking and we're noticing.
we are.
But angles, complete,
Angles.
like
How do you feel
angles and filters kill me.
about angles and filters in?
If I was king of the world, filters would not be legal for dating apps.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. No,
What
it's
kind
like,
of filters are we talking?
it's like-
Are you talking about Snapchat, like I'm a puppy?
No, I'm talking
Or
about
like just heavily
Like,
almost to the point of Photoshop.
yeah, AI edited, so you look beautiful and wonderful and can't see how many craters are on your face.
Even like the smoothing
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like if you went to buy a used car.
Guys are allowed, like, here's the thing. Guys' facial hair is the equivalent of filters.
But the facial hair stays.
It
Like, unless he's going to shave it off. If he keeps it on, you don't know the mess that's under there.
I know, but then they shave.
Well, yeah,
And-
that's another
And if
problem.
you and it's also, it hides double chins.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. But no, if you were sold a car that had a million dings in it, and when you saw the ad for it, it was all smooth.
So what if it's
and,
what if it's just the main picture? And then in other pictures, there's like normal. Because here's the thing. We've gotten so used to what filters look like
I know.
that everyone expects that. So if you saw, if you saw pictures of women, just the way they looked when like their mother took a picture of them, you would swipe left on every single one of them because you have
That's
no
why.
clue what they look
That's
like.
why I'm dating in person now, because what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And you ain't seen nothing yet. Sorry, Beastie Boys.
I don't know. It's hard. Like with profile pictures, I always I try to find a balance. Like I obviously don't want to post a shitty picture, but I don't want to misrepresent myself either.
Yeah.
So you have to find a balance because you obviously want people to swipe on you.
Because
and you want to look nice.
I met a young lady out for a date who I knew was not like a teeny meeny. Like I knew she wasn't a super skinny girl,
Right.
but I didn't know that she was as large as she was because the pictures were taken in such a way that, and I would have liked to have known
Yeah. And I always have at least one full body picture.
because I would have checked the air in my tires before we went out. So there we are with like 3 pop tires, and I'm just like,
hard life. It's a hard life. No, I've done the same thing. Like guys, New Year's Eve, the guy I met like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve, he looked, he had a beard. So I couldn't tell how big he was. I knew he was chubby, and you know me, I love the big boys.
Well, everyone loves the big boys right now.
But I know. But he was beyond even he was round. I mean, he was like 5'5", and probably
round's a shape.
Round is a shape. But he was like 400 pounds, and
wow,
it was just too much for my taste.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell, and he never sent a full body pic.
Yeah.
And
no, I think a full body pic is definitely needed.
And for me, like I want them to know my size. Like I don't want to surprise them, because there is nothing more horrible. I have had dates where I've shown up to the date and the guy looked me up and down and said, "Oh," and
sorry to laugh. That is terrible. But I had
it's so horrifying, and it's not like I'm a fucking giant.
No, you're not. You're very attractive.
I'm a size like 14.
I don't know what those numbers mean, because I'm a guy, and women's clothing is like crazy Illuminati math to us. We don't understand it.
Well, and there's 10 different versions of size 14 as well. So
no, but you look
really
great.
hard.
You look fine.
Thank you.
So it's
all in the boobs.
And I can't imagine from your pictures a guy would be like, oh, unless all he was looking at was
like some people.
The breasts.
I'm too big for some people, and that's fine.
Well, you don't want to break them.
I don't want to break them. That's why I like the big boys, because I don't want to break anyone.
The big boys, the biggest boy. Yes. Yeah, if I was king, that would be, before I did anything else to make the world better, I'd be like,
don't you dare.
Hear ye, no more filters on dating apps. But that's just me.
Guys tend to use like the decade-old pictures. That's their move.
That was something else that was on my mind.
Yeah.
It was just like old pictures.
Old pictures. And you can tell because it looks like they've taken a picture with their cell phone of a Polaroid.
Well, you do date old men. I'm surprised they're not sending you tintypes.
I would love a tintype. If someone sent me a tintype.
What about that guy who was like, it was a cave drawing? He was so old. Like, I think that was, and you're like, oh, I like older guys.
I do. We were going to go out finger painting.
You do like them older.
I do like them older. I can't date under 30.
Have you gone on any dates where a guy's passed off a younger pic? Was there a huge difference, or did you notice?
No, I mean,
before?
I've not actually gone on a date with someone where I thought they were younger, because it's always been really, really obvious. And I mean, because pictures now and pictures 10 years ago, you can tell.
Yeah, it's so different.
I mean, it's so different when they've got that like 70s yellowish tinge.
And you can tell it's not like,
and it's like their wedding photo. They've got like 20 ruffles on their shirt.
They have their hands stuck in their coat. They're like Napoleon. And they're also very serious because no one smiled in pictures back then.
It was actually a post-mortem picture.
He's just the right age for me. He's been dead for 100 years. What about like, which I thought initially of was like the fisherman. And this is something I noticed with girl pics, which
fishing?
I
Are there a lot of pictures of girls with fish?
Which I tie this to the same thing as the women wearing Bills jerseys and everything else. Is that guys
they're trying to appeal to?
We're doing the whole. Guys are posting all these pictures of them with fish, and then so now it's like girls with fish.
When the first dating app that I ever joined was Plenty of Fish,
and
I thought people were doing puns. Like I thought people were being funny. And I was like, oh, this is hilarious. There's so many funny men on here that are like taking pictures of them with fish for their Plenty of I'm apparently an idiot because I thought they were just being funny.
No, it makes perfect sense. I haven't thought of it that way, but yeah.
And then I was on Tinder and I'm like, there's still fish? Why?
And that
Why
point,
are
you
there
realize,
still so many fish?
but maybe we're dealing with that because,
It would make sense in New England, but
well,
here,
yeah, but like it turns to country real quick out here.
yeah.
Like way up here in Western New York, it's like big cities, and then outside of it, it's just wasteland of just podunk towns and farms. I was made aware that another female friend of mine had a breast reduction.
I know a few people that have had breast reductions.
Which is like, I've only known two. And I was surprised because when I saw her, I was like, wow, you look great. You've been working out. Like, I haven't seen you in months. And
it was like a recent.
like, yeah, last night. Well, not the breast reduction.
I'm like, last night she was already out.
Yeah,
That's
she was already
impressive.
out and was, hanging out. No, I had dinner with her last night. And she didn't even mention it. And I was like, wow, you look great. You look like you've lost all this weight. You're working out. And then it was like 3 hours later. And she was like, oh, yeah, be careful. I just had a breast reduction. And I was like, what?
Oh, I mean, so she had the breast reduction fairly recently.
Yeah, I guess in the last month or so.
And she just looked like she's lost weight just because she had a ton of boob gone.
Yes.
But did she actually lose weight? And
I believe she lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah.
Like she looked phenomenal. She looked really good. But yeah. But the whole thing is my brain was going like something's different.
Appropriate sized boobs does take a lot of weight off of a person. Like not just literally, but I mean